So, hello everyone. My name is Michael from TwinCubes, me and David. And a couple of hours ago, Lily already spent some time talking about accessibility and providing you some information about what it is and how important it is. She mentioned WCAG guidelines, she mentioned BITV law, and so on and so on. I'm happy as well that we have some laws, but to be honest, from my point of view, it's important for everyone in this room, probably not today, not tomorrow, but all of you are getting older. And that means at some time of your life, you will be affected. Probably you will have a tremors, probably you will have some cognitive disabilities or something else, or probably if you use a Bluetooth mouse, suddenly Bluetooth doesn't work and you need to use a keyboard to use your application. And you don't need to be an expert in accessibility like me or David or some other guys. On your own, you're able to do some simple tests. Just forget that you have a mouse, forget that you have a trackpad, try to use your application just using the keyboard. Try to do the same things you do every day. Another way is to see how people who are probably blind or visually limited to use your application is using the screen reader. And there are free screen reader which is available or which are part of operation system like VoiceOver on Mac or NVDA or Windows Narrator. Just close your eyes, start screen reader and try to hear what happens. Will you understand what is a button, what is a link, is your menu is open or closed? And those simple tests could be executed by all of you, and then you will feel and know where you are and how other people are feeling using your software. I don't know if it's going to work, but I will try use a screen reader and give you a feeling how it works. At least I hope it's going to work.
Safari. Skip to main content button. Go to Files, Link Apps, Applications menu, Navigation, Landmark, Files, Current Page, Photos, Link.
So that's how screen reader works. So So that means for screen reader users, it's important to get some information from you. It's a role of the element, it's a name of the element, it's a status of the element. If this information is not there, your application couldn't be used. So then let's move further. Collabora and TwinCubes. Lily already mentioned that we started our journey, I guess it was 2024 or end of 2023. At this time, we supported already Nextcloud on their way to accessibility. And I guess, Lily, it was you who contacted us. Yeah, exactly. And asked for support. And since then, I don't know how many tests we already executed, how many dev sessions with developers we did. But at the end of the day, I'm really proud to say that yesterday, yes, it was yesterday, we achieved the point where we would say that the writer is almost accessible. For such kind of high complex application, it's hard to say if it's fully accessible, but accessible from my point of view that the people with disabilities are able to use it without limitation. And it's really a huge achievement, and I would really thank the whole team of Collabora for the time they spent, for the passion, and I hope that in the future they will continue in the same way. But it's not at the end of the story. About the TwinCubes, I will say a couple of words later. The accessibility is not just a project you start and you end today. it's a journey which is going to continue all the life cycle of your product, starting at the beginning and ending if the product is stopped, closed, or removed. And you need to understand that to make your products accessible, you need to change your processes like Collabora team did. Yeah, you need to make sure that you start with accessibility during the planning of the project, during the planning of your product, moving to design, moving to development, and making sure that in every step you have quality gates which focus on accessibility. You need to create accessible libraries. You need to make sure your employees are taught and know what accessibility is, how to develop accessible code, and how to test it. We as TwinCubes support organization on this way, providing testing, providing trainings, development sessions for every kinds of applications. It doesn't matter, it's a web application, desktop, mobile, or it's some kind of document like PDF documents. We are able to support you, and I would really recommend you to think about making the stuff accessible, because new laws are coming, people are getting older and older, you know this, and it's really important that the topic of accessibility is not going to be lost. Because if you change your processes in the right way, you don't need to pay more money for development. It will be part of your development pipeline, and at the end of the day, you will have more customers as load them. So for Collabora team, I guess the next steps we are going to do together is to get Impress and Calc fully accessible. It will take some time, but how I know that Collabora team will achieve it soon in the next probably weeks or months. And then there are new features, as I know, in the pipeline. At least I saw it today, an AI chat, which has to be accessible as well. So, yeah, hopefully we will get everything accessible. Thank you very much.